YouTube, the Galaxy 6 Classic is the best classic smartwatch from Samsung that we've had to date. How could you say that, CJ? You know, we had the Galaxy Watch back that had the better battery than this device. But if we look at the design perspective of the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic in comparison to the Galaxy Watch, this wins by far. Don't believe me? I'll show you. Boom. Which one would you prefer? Me personally, I'm taking this all day over this one, although this one had a better battery life. And speaking of battery life, I guess we'll go there. The 425 milliamp hour battery that's in the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic, or if you opt in for the smaller one, these battery lives are good. I'm getting multi-day usage out of the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic, which means I'm calling this a 2-day smartwatch. 2 days of usage, especially out of the 47 millimeter. And if you go with the smaller one, it just depends on how hard you drill on it, if you got always on display and so forth. But I can stretch this device to 2 days as well. A day and a work day, let's put it that way for the smaller version. But at the end of the day, I see the efficiency and battery life with the new chip, regardless if it's an overclocked version of the previous chip. At the end of the day, they definitely tune the efficiency, because the battery, it got bigger, but not so much bigger to the point to where it should just have given us this much of a significant battery gain. Now, it's not crazy massive, but it is the battery gain that we need to make this watch not become a charging disaster. And let's be honest, who does not charge their smartwatch every night unless you have the Watch 5 Pro? I know y'all don't. And maybe Apple Watch Ultra users and so forth, but those are different hemispheres. So at the end of the day, for the collective, for the design, for what Samsung gave us, like this design of the Watch 6 Classic is the best one. It's not only a combination of what was separate, because on the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic, if you got the larger one, you only got the brushed stainless steel. And if you got the smaller one, you got this polish. But if you got this one, you got both. And that is the definition of class, which is why the Classic is my favorite go-to smartwatch when I want to turn up the swag and have class and actually look, you know what I mean? Like I have a watch on, because that's the effect that the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic or any classic Galaxy watch gives you, hands down. Now, for my Galaxy Watch 3, my Galaxy Watch 4 users, my Watch 4 is right here. For you guys, your design language is very much similar to this. The only difference separating these is you're getting an extended battery life in comparison to these by a decent amount. Let's put it that way. Now, if you choose to upgrade from those devices into these, or if you have chosen to go from a Galaxy Watch 3 into the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic, or from a Galaxy Watch 4 Classic into the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic, I need you down in the comment section below talking about battery life and your experience to help other people decide as to whether that upgrade is worth it for them. Now, when we get into the AMOLED panels that come on these Galaxy watches, they are great and significant. They are bright, they are beautiful, they are crisp, they are pixel density dense. They are that goodness that you can know and love from Samsung. I tend to like the larger display just because it's larger and you see things better and get more information. But I appreciate this one. As you guys can see, this one's on my wrist right now. I wore this one today and I love the black design. I didn't speak to the black design. I know I was only giving flowers on the silver. It's harder to see the black design's beauty, but at the end of the day, an all black watch has a purpose in, you know, your fashion and your style and your wearability as well. Because some places where silver can't go, the black stainless steel can. And that's why I appreciate both of these designs and both of these colorways. So no matter which one you choose, whatever is your personal preference, I think you're getting a win-win situation going with the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic. And as far as performance goes, these are all on the Wear OS Samsung watch combo, you know, platform. This is the new platform going forward. Some people appreciate it, some people don't. I think they're fine-tuning it well going forward. You know, in the beginning I was nervous because we all knew Wear OS to be a battery hog. But it looks like Samsung and Android, they're working together and they're building like a nice collaboration thus far. Relying on the Google Play Store, you're just getting access to more apps. And that was the issue on previous models that were Tizen only. Now, if you got the Watch 4 Classic, you know about this because that was the first one to go that route. But if you have a Watch 3 and previous, then you're still on a Tizen platform. Now, the beauty about Tizen, I just gotta throw this out there. When we were on the Tizen platform, we had access to using those watches with the iOS iPhone. You no longer have that. So if you guys like this watch as Apple users, I'm sorry. The only way to get it and use it and enjoy it truly and thoroughly is to switch. And I think they set it up that way. That was their way of trying to lure those iPhone users who have been using these watches for years and try to pull them into the Samsung hemisphere or Android hemisphere, because you can use these devices in the term of platform on other platforms. As a matter of fact, I have been using this Galaxy Watch 6 Classic exclusively on the Pixel Fold, and I'm very much impressed on how they are allowing the Galaxy Watch to give you a Galaxy experience on a non-Galaxy device. But if you really want to build a proper Galaxy ecosystem, you go with something like this, or Fold 5, Flip 5. I got all of those devices. You add something like this. You grab a Tab S9 Ultra, you know what I mean? And you build out your Samsung ecosystem and experience. But in general, the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic over this last month and some change has been an absolutely phenomenal and expected experience. With the return of the Classic, I just expected a classic experience, and that's exactly what Samsung gave us, with a little bit of tad, little extra sprinkled spice on top. Not a ton. The cherry on top would have been giving this device the same battery life and performance as the Watch 5 Pro, but then the Watch 5 Pro would have no place in the market because I think Samsung would just obliterate it with this. If you give this device Watch 5 Pro battery life, what is the point for the Pro line of Galaxy watches? So I understand it. That is if they plan to continue the Pro line. But outside of that, I don't really have a ton of gripes or issues or complaints with the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic. It's just been a great smartwatch. It's done exactly what I have needed or requested of it. I'm more of a casual, just consumer smartwatch user. I'm not heavy in the biometrics. If anything, if I take a nap and I get that sleep data, I appreciate that. And if I take a slight walk and I might get some of that walk data or the timing and so forth, I appreciate that. But I'm not that deep into the biometrics and the accuracy of that. If you are, there are other devices that just specialize in that area and maybe can give you more accurate results. But I'm not the one to ask about that area. I stick more to the swag. As you guys can see, I give a nice analog smartwatch face on these devices. I've made a video teaching you guys how to do it. If you need the link, hit me down in the comment section below or scan the channel, man. Trust me, it's up there. And you guys can get these exact same watch faces on your Galaxy Watch 6 Classic. But in a nutshell, my user experience, my appreciation, my satisfaction with the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic is a W. Like, why would this video have to be long? It doesn't have to be drawn out. It's a great smartwatch. Make your decision. Enjoy.
New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. Need no middleman, I'm the man to man, send it in. I like what I like, me, I know my rights to sipping in. I like having fun, I do what I want, it's what it is. For my son and son, for my daughters, yeah, it's for my twin. I work through the night, I do what I like, get a check, I go for the ride. I've been down the ride for the win.